Yo, yo. So I have been driving around for a year plus with my vehicle making the craziest noise, right? What noise was it making? You ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. It was making a clunking noise every time I turned my vehicle in the parking lot. When I be on the highway, not so much. But on a parking lot, oh yeah. If I backed up, if I went forward, clunk, 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 and I turned, clunk, 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 clunk. And I'm like, man, is my ball joints? I know it can't be my CV joint because I just replaced that one um not that long ago. And it's supposed to be able to ride for a minute, right? And so then what I did is I made the decision long time ago. I'm not sending this vehicle, 2003 Chevy Suburban, to any more mechanics. I am the mechanic for this vehicle now. And so I haven't had an oil change in an ungodly amount of time, which is also why my vehicle is making a whining noise. It's screaming, it's crying out, it's crying out for my engine. Please give me some oil. It's not smoking or anything. It's like when I'm driving. That's what the noise it makes. That's probably something grinding, metal grinding against metal. A lot of money, right? A lot of money um, that that I could be looking at. But see, this vehicle is paid off, so I'm not necessarily putting anything into it. But that's neither here nor there. My vehicle was making this clunking noise, and it'd be embarrassing. Like I wouldn't want people to be in a car with me because it'd be like, I mean, if they wasn't family, if they family, whatever. Don't ask no questions. It's making noise. Deal with it. But what I ended up doing, I'm going into the store and like I turned the car and it was like, and it like I didn't hit the brakes. My car just stopped right in the parking space where it was supposed to be. I was like, that ain't supposed to happen. Now that noise was a problem, but that was an escalation because it's actually stopping without any brakes. That's problematic. So you're asking yourself, what was it? Did you find out? Did you figure it out? I did. Let me show y'all. Anybody got a Chevy Suburban 2003? This is what the problem was. That right there, that little small thing, that was highlighted. Okay? That was highlighted. Don't ask me how that got highlighted because you see what it's on right now. That's what it was normally on. But somehow the forward to up arrow got highlighted. Now, forward up arrow is for snow, mud, it's for different conditions. I don't off road in this vehicle. This is literally my A to B. Life is going good, man. Life is going really good. I'm looking a little bit crazy right now. Not gonna lie, you know, hair situation is pretty crazy. Um, but other than that, life is good. Um, it's cold. It is very, very cold. It actually snowed in Montgomery, Alabama this morning. And so here's what I'm gonna do for you, Anthony. That's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna pin your comment. Why? What does that do? It gives you the attention that you seek. You are seen, Anthony von der Haar 4164. You are heard. And I hope, I pray that this gives you the healing that you need. I know it won't, but go with God, my friend. Um, so here's the deal. It was up on the four up arrow. What I ended up doing was I asked ChatGPT, Chat, what's going on? How come my vehicle just stopped like that? It's never done that before. And Chat asked me, like, These are major things. It's like you shouldn't be driving the car, and it was that was the number one thing. It was like you shouldn't be driving the car because it sounds like it could be this. But then the number two was your drivetrain, and it was the drivetrain. It was binding because I guess when I have four up arrow, both of the tires are in sync, and so like when you're driving slow, if you're not slipping and sliding on a different surface, it binds. And so it would just literally, I'd be parking it, be like clunk, 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 because it was binding. Um, but I switched it, I put it in the neutral, and I hit the two up arrow, and guess what? It stopped binding. It took me an entire, it had to probably even be in the neighborhood of 2 years, believe it or not. 2 years that I was driving around with that stupid drivetrain button. First of all, I don't trust the drivetrain because I'm not changing surfaces like that, and I just put it on auto. So, did I know that it wasn't in auto? I did, but I didn't touch it. And so, one thing I will say is I did have to replace that module before, and I replaced it on my own, um, and it started working because that module went out for a while. Like the auto was red, and I ended up replacing it. Hello, T. Shabana. But if anybody is ever in a vehicle and like you in the parking lot and it's just clunk, 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 you might want to try the drivetrain if you got an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. I did that and it ended up working for me. But literally the thing that it said was the first problem was a $1,200 problem. And so if I would have took that to the dealer, that could have potentially ran me $1,200. That's what the crazy part is, right? That's pretty insane. But that was just one example of how I use ChatGPT to like solve problems on the vehicle. What I'm gonna do when I get to the house and maybe save up a little money, little coin, little change, I'm gonna go ahead and do me an oil change and stop doing my vehicle wrong because I probably have driven 20,000 miles. It's probably been 20,000 miles since I last had an oil change. I went underneath the car and shave that face, weekend warrior, sir. I'm on duty 24/10, and that ain't even a thing. Um, but nah, you right, you right. I can't even. Hey, you right, you right. No Google, no nags, spans, John J. Gaze. You right, you right. But I'm not a weekend warrior. I'm active duty though. Um, and I'm just wearing this because it's so stinking cold, and I don't believe in buying stuff that has freely been issued. This equipment, did I pay for this? No, this was freely issued. When I got my OCPs, they gave me this hat and they gave me this Gore-Tex. And so I'm not paying for anything. So you might ask yourself, why in the world is this dude wearing this uniform? Because it was free and because it's mine. That's why. No stolen valor. We earned this valor. Um, I've been serving for 17 years. It's going to be 18 years this year. And honestly, they probably gonna have to peel me out of the Air Force. Probably not. I'm probably gonna hit that button at like 19. As soon as I'm retirement eligible to push that button, I'm probably gonna press it. You know what I'm saying? Let me check these things because y'all got some messages in here that's being held for review. Shave that nasty face, you blank bag. Man. See that? But that was an example of why I don't be reading the messages. Because do you see how you adjusted your message? Because you tried it again, but I wasn't reading your message. That's why I got that auto filter on. And what you say the next time? You bag of nasty. Shave that nasty face. And then he said, shave that nasty face. He got nice. Oh, you thought you could skate and show that bag of nasty face online without getting caught. Well, you thought wrong, nasty. Be in my office when you're finished, nasty thing. Yo, these messages is wild. Get your freaking stinking moving, nasty. I know what you're saying, my brother. Peace and love. Too boldly go. I like that. Too boldly go with no man's gone before. I love Star Trek. And then my boy say F Trump. Hey man, I don't even know how we got on that topic. Uh, but I'm gonna tell you like this. President Trump is my commander in chief. As an commissioned officer in the United States Air Force, I got nothing negative to say. As a private citizen, I have my own thoughts. But guess what? They're just that, my own thoughts. I'm not about to get up on Elon Musk's internet and play myself like that. You feel me? But I mean, you said it, not me. Okay, that's what I will say. The Risa Watch say hi, hello, how you doing? And then Saul Orozco says, respect, brother. Respect to you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna tell you something. If we would all just show respect to each other, even if we have different views, some views are stupid and they should not be respected. I will say that. Like some of the stuff that's out here is just dumb. It is. Um, but we have something in America called freedom. And so you're free to be an idiot. I'm going to respectfully treat you with dignity and respect, but I don't have to respect your opinion. I do. I try to treat everybody with respect, though. But when I perceive somebody to be a fool, I do separate myself. Either I'm going to separate you or I'm going to separate me. Most of the time, I'm going to separate me because I don't focus on controlling others. I focus on controlling me. You feel me? Because I can't control others. I can't. But anyway, I'm about to go to the house. I just wanted to share that with anybody in case you had a vehicle that was making a bunch of noise. I know that's like a very random thing, but like it was very huge for me. It was a very big deal, y'all, because I'm like, my tie rods, is it my sway bar? Is it this? Is it that? Like I'm going through the whole suspension. I'm looking underneath. I'm like, everything look good. What is it? I don't see what it could be. But I do fear that driving around with the drivetrain like that for so long probably jacked me up a little bit. It probably did. Um, I got so much stuff in this car to fix. But one of the crazy things you probably can't tell, maybe you can if you got like surround sound on, but like the blower motor in the front of the vehicle does not work. But the upside is in the back of the vehicle, there's also a separate blower motor. That blower motor does work. And so what I was doing during the summer, like I'm in Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama. If anybody has done a summer in the deep South, the dirty South, you know that's a nightmare. I was living a nightmare in this vehicle. Like I would be driving and it felt like it was 200% humidity. I got no AC and I got the windows rolled down. And like when you roll the windows down, you would think the wind hitting your face would cool off. No, it feels like steam on your face. And that's what I was dealing with until I figured out one day. I was like, hey, let me see if I can turn on the back. And this AC in the Chevy Suburban works so well that back, give it about 2 minutes. It's going to refrigerate your entire vehicle. And it also heats the entire vehicle. I'm not sure how it heats the vehicle, to be honest, because I don't think they have a heating element in the rear. Maybe they do. But I don't know how that works. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look that up because I know when I'm riding this car, you see, I have it on red in the front. Then I have it on red in the back for the rear. When I'm riding in this car, if I put that on cold, It's gonna be cold in the car, even though there's no blower motor. I feel a little breeze, but when I put it on heat, that heating element still comes on. So that tells me that my blower motor is jacked up. ZR Build says leading by example, disregarding grooming standards. Yeah. Um, that's a thing. That's a thing. That's a fair criticism. That is. That is. But I serve in the US Air Force. Okay? And this is culture, baby. I'm just respecting it. I didn't make it. I'm just running in it. If you go and you look, you get 10 officers, pull them up right now. I guarantee you, you're gonna see 10 officers that got that on in the Air Force. I guarantee it. So leading by example, disregarding grooming standards. I didn't actually disregard grooming standards. What you also didn't know is that I'm on a shaving waiver. Even though it's none of your business, I am. So there's that. But I actually have adjusted to this standard because the current what you call that man? What you call him? Secretary sow? A pig? You call him a pig? Is a pig a sow? Is a sow a pig, y'all? Help me. You also driving with headphones on, which is illegal. Oh my God! Are you a lawyer? How do you know I'm driving with headphones on? Besides the fact that you can see them on my head. How do you know that they even on? Can you hear Bluetooth? This man is a YouTube lawyer. Where you graduate from? The University of YouTube? You got you a J, what they call it, a JD from YouTube University. That's something else. You know what? That probably should be a thing, honestly. I know it's not a thing, but it probably should be. Learning has, I mean, AI has totally flipped learning, um, and how do I want to say this? It has totally flipped the concept of school and education on its head. You got one from Harvard. Oh, okay. Look at you. From no, not. I'm sorry. You didn't say Harvard. You said from Harvard University. Harvard. Harvard. Because the real Harvard is spelled with H-A-R, not H-A-V-A-R-D. Don't play yourself. Don't do it. But did you know, if you look at Harvard University's website, you could actually take classes for free right now. Most people don't know that. Google it, y'all. I'm giving y'all free game today. Y'all should be thanking me. Matter of fact, y'all should be thumbs up in that screen. Giving me some thumbs up. I said that too. You graduated from Harvard too? Harvard and Harvard. My boy. My boy. Are you a boy? No, your name is Christine Sherman. I assumed your gender. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to assume anything. I'm not even going to assume that you have a gender. How about that? You aren't hands-free with your mobile device either. Oh, okay. Oh, you putting cases on me today, huh? You putting cases on me. How you know I ain't hands-free? Huh? How you know? How you know? How? Please tell me. It's a girl. What's a girl? I don't know what you're talking about when you say that. But thank you guys for riding with me because I'm actually home. Well, I'm around the corner, but I'm almost home. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, like I said, you guys could do me a favor, do me a solid and thumbs up. It helps the channel. Um, it does. It does help the channel in some weird way, I guess, with the algorithm. It tells people that it tells the algorithm that people are invested in whatever I'm saying, and it shows my content to more people. But if you don't want to help, it's okay because I'm not helping you guys either. I get it. Is a cop after you now? No, Should I send you YouTube videos to cock? What's cock? Please tell me what cock is, because I don't know what that is. COC. Let's say add a QA sticker. Yeah, let's do that. Try it. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. There it is. That's for you. That's for you. I made something just for you. Chain of command. LOL. Seems like you forgot all tour acronyms. Remember, that is a service acronym. Like MOS, that doesn't mean anything to an Air Force person, right? It doesn't mean anything to me. I know what it means because my dad served in the Army. But in the Air Force Circle, who cares about an MOS? We call it AFSC, Air Force Specialty Code. Okay. And so your acronym means nothing. No one says chain of command as an or COC as an acronym in the Air Force. No one. It's not a thing. So that's why, um, yeah, that's why I didn't know what that acronym meant because it's not a thing. So if you send the YouTube video to my boss, do it. Do it. I need y'all to answer that question. I appreciate y'all. Look at y'all. Look at y'all showing out in here. It's 27 people up in here bored to death. Because y'all must be bored if you stopped up in this room. Because I ain't got nothing going on for y'all. Y'all just like, I know what it is. 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 Let me tell y'all 28 people what it is. It's this, right? It's this and it's this. And then you looking for something to criticize. You're like, man, look at this dude. Look at this dude's face. What's that on his face? What's that stubble? Did he shave? Are you like, did you not hear what do they call his name? I'm blanking on his name. Secretary of War. Is that what his name is? They used to call him SecDef. SecDef. SecDef, right? Secretary of Defense. Now he calls himself the Secretary of War. So is it SecDef? Sec War? What is it? I don't even know what he called himself. Call yourself warrior. That's what I would have did. So we just making up names, call yourself warrior. I want somebody right now. Yes, Hexa. Yes, you got it. But what? That's his family name. That's his tribe name. But what is his title? I know what Congress says his title. What the document is, it says his name. His title is Secretary of Defense. But okay, see you later. Thank you for joining. Um, I would say come back, but don't. Nah, I'm just kidding. You can come back if you want to. Even though you didn't put a thumbs up on there, because I can tell you didn't do it. Secretary of War was the original name, my friend. Yes, and that name was abolished in what year? They got rid of that name. They changed it. What year? Look it up. Because I know you're a history buff. You probably already know Marcus Anton 95. Put me up on game. I don't know. You came up on here. You came up on here like, actually, Secretary of War was the original name, my friend. And then when I ask you when they changed that, you're like, uh. I believe it was 1947. Yeah, ain't gonna lie. I appreciate that. I think it was 1947. Um, but that title has to be changed by that's an act of Congress. Which I don't like. Why? Like while you have the majority, because midterm elections, I'm going to tell you something. They're not going to have the majority anymore. They might have the majority in the Senate. That's a little bit different in terms of flipping that. But in the Congress, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a massacre. It's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing when that midterm bell start ringing. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. I mean, honestly, like if I was a person that held office, I would just be like trying to do, I would just be trying to do whatever I could towards the end. Cause just understand that like after election day, you're not gonna be in office. Cause here's the thing, they are down so bad. Like I haven't even checked the news, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another government shutdown. Can anybody check that? I like that's how unbothered I am. We support ICE. That's good. I support ICE too. ICE is great in tea, especially. Matter of fact, not fact. Matter of fact, I support Ice T and Ice Cube. I love Ice Cube. Are we there yet? He's great. Friday, classic. We support ICE. We support ICE. We support ICE. We support ICE. I forgot to change my description on there. That looks pretty crazy. Y'all don't read that description, okay? Don't read that description. Um, it's pretty cringe. Perhaps that is how things should be done. Let the people choose. I really wish I could connect you had a modifier, a participle. I don't know that. I don't know what that you talking about. You said perhaps that is how things should be done. I don't know. What does that mean? What is that? But letting the people choose, got to get the people what they want. Um, yeah, I would call myself warrior. I would find a way. Like the crazy thing for me is the Secretary of War. Y'all know the highest ranking he got in the military. Do y'all know? Somebody put it in the chat because I know y'all. There's some smart people in this chat. There's some dumb people in here too. So I need y'all smart people to help these dumb people. Oh no, guys, I ate them all. Oh no. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Now they're all gone. What was that? If you go to Walmart, they got little girls in there at every Walmart. Some Walmarts at both entrances. They got a little girl in there selling these cookies. I'm telling you. I just thought about something. I don't believe in reincarnation. Let me say that. Let me put that out there. But like, I don't know why that thought just jumped in my head because I watched a movie, a show. I had it. But like, what if people had like these little girls selling Girl Scout cookies